Yeah, and we are live. We're back. This is episode, oh man, 6 of Paper and Plastic with your hosts, Sloth, Pop and Sloth, and my good friend, Dr. Plagus. Uh, we are so excited to be here today. We've got a lot to talk about, and we're just going to be taking it easy, having a good time, talking about comics, talking about toys. There's some toy news, I think, that's kind of shaking up the world a little bit this week.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and we're going to be talking, obviously, comic books. I think I just said that, but hey, we're going to be talking a lot about comics. Um,
Yep.
right off the bat, we've got, I think we've got Samrock and Finger and Toes
Yep.
already hanging out. We appreciate you guys coming back. And D&T Comics. Man, we got the whole crew. Yeah,
Yep.
I love it.
The usual suspects. I
Yeah,
see one collection, what is it? One collection down.
yeah.
That's my buddy Fable who so generously gave us a shout out a couple days ago in one of his broadcast channels, and we gained like nearly 20 new subs. So if he watches on the replay or whenever, shout out to him. That was super generous of him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that announcement, and then it pops up, and I kind of like was like, oh, it's kind of random, and then all of a sudden it was like my own personal like my personal my Pop and Sloth Instagram was like getting a bunch of likes and follows on it as well. I was like, oh man, what
Yeah.
happened? Uh,
Yeah, and he has a check him out, just YouTube, Blame Fable and his amazing friends. He has an awesome show that he does every Friday evening along with pretty much a whole crew of guys that produce just incredible content. Um oh, all right. Okay.
all right, you want me to bring
Well,
that?
he's in here, so let's do it.
All right, there you go. I don't know if I can zoom in on this a little bit more.
So this here is my good buddy Daniel Osborne, who you see in the comments there. Uh, he's my best hunting buddy, and it's actually his birthday today. I think he's turning like 82 or something
Oh
like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, just the best guy. We hunt together just about every weekend. You may have seen him cameo in a couple of my reels. Yeah, just a good buddy of mine, and I just want to wish him a happy birthday today.
Heck yeah, man.
And
Uh,
I'm happy to see that he finally learned how to work the chat because he's been trying to figure that out for about 6 episodes.
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, better late than never, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Uh, he's a lifelong collector. He has an amazing collection. He's put me on to a lot of great stuff. He's been a super awesome influence on my comic book collecting. So yeah, I love the guy. Coincidentally, uh, a year ago on Valentine's Day, his daughter
Mhm.
and my fiance both gave birth on the
Oh
same
wow,
day. Yeah, they were 2 rooms away from us. So not only can I not go to the LCS without running into him there,
yeah,
but even at the hospital I'm running into him. So pretty cool.
that's crazy.
Pretty
Wow.
sure we were destined to be best buds
Oh yeah,
despite the age gap. Comic books brought us together.
that's awesome. And I'll say happy birthday too. Like you're a friend of Doc, you're a friend of mine.
Yep.
So yeah, that's awesome, man.
Good
Uh,
chances that if we ever meet at like SummerCon or Emerald City, he'll be with me.
hell yeah, and that's the goal. That's the goal one day here.
Yep.
Uh, so the other there's some I don't know, we kind of talked about it briefly last episode, but and we made a little announcement post on it the following day, last Wednesday. But just in case you guys missed it, we've got a giveaway going on here. This is the Batman facsimile for issue 251 and a 9.8. We are giving this away to one of you guys. So if you want to know how to enter and you want to be entered, you can go check out our post. We're going to probably share it again either during this show or right after. So we'll have it right up again. Maybe we'll even share this clip afterwards too. But yeah, we're going to put this book into one of your guys' hands, and it's really simple to enter. So you're gonna do that. You're gonna go do it either during the show or after the show. You'll see that posted from last Wednesday, and this giveaway runs until March. Ooh, did we say it was March 16th or something? I think 16th or 18th, something around there.
Yeah. Let's see. So Saturday.
It'll be running for a little bit
Yeah.
until the Tuesday show on March 18th. It was the 18th.
Yeah.
So March
Yeah.
18th, this is going to be given away live on our show. And all you have to do to enter is go find our post on Instagram, like, share it. I get you an entry. And you got to be subscribed to the YouTube channel, obviously. And then we'll give you some bonus entries as well if you. Oh, that's right. If you use the hashtag "Gimme Batman" during the live show and you're already entered, you're going to get some bonus entries. So if you're watching right now and you're already entered, make sure you use that hashtag "Gimme Batman," and we're gonna get you a couple extra entries into into the draw for this guy, which was so generously donated to us by our giveaway sponsor. We're going to talk about a little bit more during the show. She's just absolutely wonderful. It's a great team out there. And then, yeah, there we go. Wicked Witch of PNW, you just got yourself an extra couple entries. I can't remember how. I think it's 2 extra entries. But yeah, we'll get you in there.
And they shared the post too. So
they
yeah.
shared the post. Yep. So they're again at least 3 entries right there just for doing that. A good chance at winning this 9.8 Batman 251 Facsimile Edition that was so generously donated to us by our giveaway sponsors, who we will talk about at length later on in the show. Oh man, it's been a crazy week for a lot of different things. Have you avoided the Marvel Legends reveals from early this week, mid last week?
So if it was the Gamerverse ones, I kind of saw some spoilers, but nothing full.
Okay. So yeah, there were the Gamerverse ones here. And you haven't played the Spider-Man games, eh?
No.
Oh, that's all right. Let's see if I can pull it up here and it looks all right. So the first one of them was the ghost spider. Looks pretty cool. I think that's going to be one I'm going to be trying to pick it up as well. But
I had that Funko Pop, so yeah, that's a pretty cool one. I like the Gamerverse characters, so I'll definitely be going after some of these.
It's nice because it does give you that there's some classic suits in there, sprinkled among the gamer ones.
Yeah.
They're going to be doing a new Kingpin from the Spider-Man 2 or 1, I don't know, one of the games. But Kingpin in the black suit.
That's sick. I like that.
You like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever been like overly huge on Kingpin's design, but I think that's just me being a little nitpicky. I don't know what it is. It's just it does.
I like him.
Maybe I just haven't read enough Kingpin related stuff because I think it hasn't been a lot. There's the Kingpin. I believe
that's cool.
This is a Miles Morales with like the kind of the traditional red, white, and blue Spider-Man color scheme. Electrics. I feel like I like this take on Miles, but it looks too much like Peter Parker with the color scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it though.
It reminds me of something, but it's slipping my mind.
There's going to be a symbiote black suit Spider-Man, which with like those tendrils, I think looks pretty cool. The suit's definitely got more texture on it than like the Secret Wars one that came out recently. So that's going to be a nice option. And is that one you think you might grab?
It's cool, but probably not. I've got the classic one, and yeah.
There's
wow.
that kind of I can't remember if it was like the Captain America variants of comics they did there that had like that the Miles Morales,
Yeah.
and I think this is what that suit's based off as well.
Wasn't one of those issues really controversial?
For, like one of those variants.
Oh, I'm thinking of the comics when they made Miles Morales Thor and Captain America, and I thought it was the Captain America. I'm thinking of something totally different.
Yeah, you're thinking of like the what if that little what if Miles Morales
Yeah,
series. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I can't. I don't. I remember. I think that like the first issue or two of that, and then I didn't end up picking up with it. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
yeah,
Uh, so yeah, I think this is an all right. I don't. I think this one might be a bit of a peg warmer, a little bit.
yeah.
Uh, oh, we got some people talking in the comments here as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Uh, Samrock has that Gimme Batman. He's going to be getting that additional entries into the giveaway. Uh, Kingpin is from Spider-Man 1. There you go. That was the first game. Great game. Awesome. Good fun. But I love when Miles Morales was in those games. Uh, that black suit is so fire. And we're going to tease this, I think, a little bit because we're definitely going to be talking about this. Hi, everyone. Did we already discuss that Mattel got the DC license again? That's from Dr. Guion?
Yep,
Guion? Yep.
yep.
Which you're foreshadowing. That's a little foreshadowing for you there.
Of course, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, you know we're going
I
to.
got
But
a lot of feelings about that.
yeah, but we're going to do some easy stuff here as people kind of join in and look over some of the releases from the last week. Because there is one in here that I'm super, super excited about. Here's another Miles Morales suit. I actually kind of like this one a lot. I don't know if you can really see a lot of the details on it through the
A
screen
little
there.
bit, yeah.
It's a very like kind of cyberpunky kind of looking suit.
Yeah.
Black Cat looks great.
Oh man. Yeah.
I love a good. I mean, she the character. I love the character design, anyways. This kind of more
Hmm.
like armored looking suit rather than just like the spandex or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I really need her Spider-Man animated series version.
yeah. There is was there one? There wasn't one that released recently, right? It was from a while ago.
Yeah, it's been a little while. It's
Yeah,
kind of the her classic look. I really need that figure.
yeah. I I feel like they'll re-release that one soon.
Yeah.
I feel like it's coming. Uh, and then there was the
Oh man.
Venom from the games, which is a big mega deluxe figure or whatever. So it's got
Yeah.
all sorts of additional little webbings and different faces and stuff.
That looks great.
Uh, and then this is
Oh.
the set that I saw, and I was like,
Yeah, I saw
"Dude,
this too. Yeah.
yeah, this is a great set."
Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
Yeah, honestly, I could not be happier with that set because I don't have an X-23
Is
Marvel
this a
Legends.
gamer verse?
No, this is just a random like
Okay.
X-Force.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah, just a random. I don't I don't
I
know what.
think I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
what prompted it, but thank you.
yeah. No kidding.
And Warpath looks great too. It's gonna be sweet.
Sometimes they'll surprise you. I mean, yeah.
I feel like what was the one? I feel like the Adam Warlock from that previous wave that we kind of touched on. I think in one of our earlier episodes.
Yeah.
I really want to get that one too. That one was a bit of a surprise for me to see an Adam
Yeah.
Warlock.
Yeah. I wonder when some of these are coming out because the Marvel Legends section at all of my stores locally has just been dry for months. I mean, I have a Walmart by my house. I don't think I've seen a new Marvel Legends figure in 4 or 5 months there. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, I I don't. I think the last one I saw in store was it was a random Walmart exclusive.
Mm,
It was the I don't know if I have it hanging around. It's the Bucky Barnes Captain America.
okay.
So it's not like anything like extravagantly cool or anything, but my Walmart doesn't get anything at all.
Yeah,
Like Icarus from the Eternals sitting on this shelf for oh
three,
man.
4 years.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
quite a while, and that's the only thing. And
Oh, that's depressing.
it is really depressing. So other than that, I will say it hasn't been overly exciting at my local Walmart. GameStop, it's a little bit better, but
Yeah.
um really quick for Zim Man, uh he's our friend Zim Man here is raising up a comment from last week where uh was it Wicked Witch of PNW
Yes.
who sent us who had mentioned that they had a wooden picture of the Batman 251.
Yep.
That was the wrong button. We have that picture. We have the picture for you guys here. So yeah, that is a big old wooden poster of Batman 251. And look, or is it? I kind of try. I can't tell how big it is with the little lights up there. I can't tell.
Yeah, I can't either. Looks like maybe 18 by 24 or so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely bigger than a comic book.
Yeah.
Uh, it's man, I just love
I
that.
don't
It's
know that they would have found this specific one like at a, oh, what's it called? Hobby Lobby.
mm,
But Hobby Lobby does have some really cool like comic book cover posters like this.
mhm.
And just cool comic book art type stuff. They're pretty great with decor.
Yeah. I don't know if we have Hobby Lobby here in Canada.
Yeah,
So
I'm not sure what their span is nationally or internationally, but they're pretty common, I think, down here at least.
so do you think, because this is something I always wonder when I see like people like printing like a Todd McFarlane Spider-Man on like a t-shirt that's like just some random like Instagram shop. Do you think that's like copyright? Like do you think they have to get the licensing to any of that, or do you think people just do it and they're just like, oh,
Well,
what do you? Oh, you are in the Nelson Murdoch. Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah.
I didn't get the rights to this, but
Okay, fair enough.
I
All right.
printed it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't know. I mean, I certainly wouldn't, because I'm in the print industry. I certainly would not uh before I forget, I want to say hi to Nick. Nick from Comic Culture was in here. Um, yep. I certainly would not like start up a business just printing stuff that I don't own the rights to. So I would imagine at least the bigger ones are definitely getting permission. They would have to. There's just no way. But I mean, there's probably definitely hundreds of thousands of people like me with that have access to stuff that are forging stuff they shouldn't be. But it's all private use stuff, and
Yeah,
I'm
fair
not
enough.
making a profit off of it.
I'm just always curious because sometimes you see even like at random little shops and stuff, right? Like you'll walk by and you see a Todd McFarlane or a Neil Adams piece or something on like a random poster or T-shirt, and you're just kind of like,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
did they talk to Marvel or DC about that?
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder. Yeah.
Um, D&T Comics sent me some really cool pictures over the week as well. Since we're kind of just on that now,
Sure.
uh, he sent me this sweet picture
Oh
of this
yeah.
uh, this wire. I guess I have to look back what he said it was, but yeah, he said he just got this wire for a couple bucks on Amazon, I think, or he found it. He found some on Amazon, uh, and it just looks really great for yeah using as a little bit of web. He was sending pictures. He sent me a couple pictures of him using like the black webbing, I think. Yeah, here on his Secret Wars Spider-Man,
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm just sitting here like, man, I want to find me some of that stuff because that's a good trick. And I know it's something that a lot of folks use and stuff, but when I see it like people actively using it
Mm-hmm.
makes me really want to step up my game.
Yeah, those are great.
uh, TNT Comics says, "Hey, that's my kitchen."
Yeah.
Kitchen's making a surprise appearance. He said those were the custom webbing made from 26 gauge floral wire.
Mm,
Yeah. Oh, and my mistake. That was not the Secret Wars Spider-Man. That was the retro black suit.
okay.
I
I
don't
think
know
that's the
exactly.
one I have.
There got to be really subtle differences, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know. I forgot there was more than one version of those things.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to think. Were there some other toy reveals this week for figures? I don't think McFarlane really had anything overly
I
exciting.
didn't see anything.
I send myself stuff like on Instagram like throughout the week to like be like, hey, here's a bunch of stuff we should talk about.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of things I kind of like. Have you been keeping up with a lot of the like the comic news that's been coming out over the last week or so?
Well, I heard about the DC Marvel one-offs
Okay, yeah.
that they're going to do a couple of those,
Which
and I've kind of been listening into a lot of the speculation, and a few people had pitched kind of the idea of bringing in the Ultimate Universe and the Absolute Universe together,
hmm,
and I've seen people converse about that, which I thought was kind of a cool idea, but with how they're still so new, I'm not sure how you do that. But if there's been more news about it, I definitely am not up on it.
I haven't seen any news on that. I did see. Actually, the reason I only found out was because this artist I really like posted their kind of like a, some artwork they had done a few years ago, I guess, of all the DC, a bunch of DC and Marvel characters saying, "Hey, celebrate this crossover announcement." And yeah, I had no idea. Did a little research into it. And I guess yeah, it's. I guess they're trying to get something announced this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's been like what, 30 years since they've done a crossover?
was it those old Marvel DC like yeah, from like 91 or something?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to a buddy who's been collecting a lot longer than me, and he was saying that it's been about 30 years. So, yeah.
Sorry, I gotta make sure. Sorry, DNT. I forgot to show your Kingpin picture. My bad.
Oh.
There
Oh
it is.
yeah. Nice.
I think I like that that kind of Kingpin suit more than the all black. I think that might be where I'm landed on that.
Yeah.
Definitely looks better than with the variety of colors there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And DNT also providing us with a little little what's the word? Fact check.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, JLA Avengers. So about 20 years. That was when Superman the shot of Superman holding Mjolnir and Captain America's shield. Oh, yeah. That's
Oh,
right. I remember that.
that was
That's some good
that's
stuff
so
right
yeah,
there.
that's some
And
good.
that's what we were talking about is like really wish it wasn't just a couple of one-offs. It'd be really cool if they would do a whole event.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what it leads to. Maybe if it gets enough hype, which I feel like it's getting some good traction, maybe they'll make it bigger than that.
Dude, they should just just mash them all together anyways. You
Yeah,
know, we're living in the future.
sure.
DNT says, "Gotta run, fellas. Heading to bed soon. Good night. Appreciate you tuning in. We know this is a little bit outside of our usual schedule, so I mean, even you just stopping by for a little bit, we greatly appreciate it."
Definitely.
Uh, you actually sent me this reveal. I forgot you sent this to me the other day because I didn't see this at all. So thank you for showing it to me.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Commander Cody.
Right. And I don't know if this is a re-release because Black Series is doing a lot of re-release right now.
Yeah,
Um, but I just saw it and I like it. And I don't have a Commander Cody, so I will probably try to get my hands on that. And I just realized we focus a lot on Legends and multiverse.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm a huge Star Wars collector too. It hasn't been the main focus of my collection, mostly because I already have a lot of the Star Wars that I want. But that's like my main fandom. So yeah, this is a sick figure, and I gotta get my hands on that.
Yeah, I kind of had to, obviously. I think I speak for everyone a little bit when we say, we collect too much sometimes. We
Yeah,
got our fingers in too many things,
sure.
and, and the Black Series is definitely one where I have to. Oh man, I want to get everything. I grew up on Star Wars. I'm sure like a lot of us did, and it's like now that I have like a little bit of disposable income, I'm like, I just want all the Star Wars things.
Yeah,
Uh, but I've limited myself to trying to just get like my favorite clones,
yeah,
so I can have at least like a nice little display of like clones, and like that, that will feel like a nice little section, right?
yeah. That's a great idea too. It's
Yeah.
funny because like we'll go through these periods of time where my stores that I hunt for figures are like dry.
Hmm.
Um, dry with the stuff that I like. So like multiverse, Legends, Turtles, Star Wars. This is when it starts to get really dangerous for me because maybe they don't have those things, but they have other stuff. So
Yeah.
like right now, what I'm really struggling with
Mm-hmm.
is starting a new collection. Obviously, as a young kid, I was really into Dragon Ball Z with my cousin Wicked Witch from the Northwest. Um, we were really into Dragon Ball Z, and they have been releasing some sick figures, and nobody's buying them up here
Hmm.
locally. And so every time I see them, I'm like, have to every ounce of self control I have to not start grabbing those because I don't really have room for anything else. But yeah, like last year, I started diving into Transformers pretty hard, and that was because there was a dry spell. But there was a lot of Transformers available. So I think that was a couple of years ago now, but yeah.
Which is crazy because that's consistently the one toy that just they'll stock it consistently and then it just flies off the shelf,
Yeah.
except for certain ones that just have been there forever, and then the other ones are like gone immediately.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're just here in Canada, they're just too they're too expensive.
Yeah.
Like compared to all the other figures, like the Transformers ones are consistently just
Well,
hurt.
there's so many different versions of them
Yeah.
that I kind of just got the handful of characters that I'm really into and didn't really go down that rabbit hole too much further,
Mm.
thankfully. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the Transformers collection as it is and just leaving it.
I think I got. I think I got my. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I got one sound wave right up here in the
Oh,
corner.
yeah.
You can barely see his little cassette player there, but I got my little sound wave hanging up.
Yep, that's a great one. He
Yeah.
was one I needed for sure.
Oh yeah. He was the only. That was like the only one, and then I have like a couple of the non-transforming like action figure. I think they're called like Transformers Red or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got a couple of those. Uh, Zim Man has a little bit of a question here. I don't know if it's a rhetorical question or not, but how in the world could you get that many creative minds to join and agree on a crossover of that scale? And I think actually it's more or less just give it to one or two writers, like pick a writer from DC who's doing really well. You could do, Scott Snyder, for example,
Jeff Johns.
Jeff Johns.
Yeah.
Uh, really, I mean, Chip Zarnetsky, Tom King. Like, there's a lot of DC writers right now who are doing really well. Uh, and then you pick one from Marvel, Jed McKay. Oh my God, if it was Jed McKay and like Tom King or Scott Snyder or like any of those guys, like that would be really cool actually. Jed McKay
Yeah.
knows how to write some cool stuff, and
Just don't give it to Hickman.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
that guy's just yeah, it's
I
too much for my intelligence.
you do have a point. Sometimes he goes on wild, just like like what? Where is all this? What is all this? What does all this mean? Like,
Yeah.
uh, so
It's
that's fair.
not fun when you read a comic book and you got to reread it immediately after just to try to like understand it. That's Hickman.
You read it twice and then you go watch a comics explained video on
Yeah, no kidding.
it.
Yeah, I've yeah
uh,
had to do that.
Wicked Witch of the PNW. Can we see your clown from Spawn? Is that the blacklight one? That little guy right there, the latest addition to the shelf. It is the blacklight one.
Did we? I thought we shared theirs last weekend. They got one of those too.
I think we mentioned that they had gotten one. I don't think it was in the picture they had
Oh,
sent.
okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
this I was joking with my partner. I'm like, he just looks like he's straight out of The Simpsons. That
Yeah.
is the yellow, but no, he looks great under blacklight. I wanted to display him with the giant like gun things on his back, but it's the shelf is not big enough, and it's hard to pose that guy with that thing on there. But yeah, no, it's a great little figure. Glad to finally have a clown. Been meaning to get a clown for a long time, long time.
Yeah, I need one.
There's man, I back when like those there's a bunch of Spawn figures that initially came out when there wasn't as many DC multiverse ones, and we'll segue into DC toys here a little bit more in just a second. But when all those Spawn figures came out initially, there were some great ones that I just was like, those will sit on the shelf forever, and then one day they were just gone. And the GameStop bloody clown is still my biggest regret of not picking that thing up when I saw
Yeah,
it.
they probably go for a ton of money on the secondhand market, I would imagine.
I wouldn't say like too expensive. I mean, it's still Spawn will be the character of Spawn. I think will be bring in the money, but the other
Yeah.
characters not as much. But I mean,
Hmm.
other than Gunslinger, obviously. But
Yeah.
I don't know how much those would go for these
I
days
got lucky with his for sure.
because you have the platinum, right?
The one that came with the horse.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm jealous of that one. I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's a good one. I
Uh,
don't really care about the horse too much, but just happy to have him.
half the reason why I got my Jonah Hex figure was so I could get the horse, uh, which is a DC toy that we may be seeing coming from Mattel? Question mark.
Mm.
This is an interesting. I want to hear your thoughts on. You take the floor here from. I want to hear your thoughts.
Well, I it's so early that we don't know what they're gonna do, but the scale of the multiverse figures is slightly larger than Legends, right? And is Mattel a different company than who makes Legends?
Yeah, I think Legends is it's all Hasbro, right?
Hasbro. So Mattel and Hasbro are two different companies. Okay, I don't know what does Mattel make?
I thought they did like Barbies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like board games.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't really know. I don't really have anything to reference as far as what quality of these figures might be like, whatever they do, I hope they maintain scale and I hope that they either maintain quality or improve quality. Um what worries me is, with McFarlane, you kind of well, what just worries me personally, I can't speak for everyone else, but I'm a comic book collector first, and so I like to collect the comic book versions of these characters, and so I feel like with a company like McFarlane, you've got a guy who was originally a comic book creator,
Yeah,
and so he and his crew are probably going to be more aware and more conscious of providing the true to comic collector with those accurate characters that they're seeking.
Mm,
um I felt like, you know, with Funko in their early days, they had, when they weren't as corporate as they are now,
mm,
they really focused on kind of those niche, collectors like comic book collectors, and they were giving us a ton of comic book accurate Funko Pops, right?
mm,
And then
mm,
when they really started to blow up, that kind of became less and less, and they still do put out those characters, but it's few and far between compared to what it used to be. And so I don't know. I'm just, change can be scary, and I it, it I would imagine McFarlane Toys is no longer going to be doing the DC figures. It makes me wonder what he's going to be doing. Like, is there a chance that he's going on to Marvel? Which that would be, I don't know, that would be cool, kind of, because I think as much as I like the legends and I think they're good, there's a lot of areas they could really improve upon. I think the quality of the figure is a little bit lesser than McFarlane.
mm,
I don't know if you would agree, but McFarlane just feels more sturdy, more quality, whereas the legends, they loosen up pretty quickly.
mm,
Legs will kind of just be flopping around. Hands don't grip
mm.
weapons very well. Um, However, I've had a lot more faulty figures with McFarlane, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I
I,
hope I hope they maintain scale, because what I really don't like is, um like, whoever was making DC figures before, the DC Universe figures.
yeah.
I've got a handful of those.
Mm,
They don't look great next to my McFarlane because the scale is way off. So it's like, if the scale shrinks, it's just, I'm really nitpicky about stuff like that.
yeah.
I kind of like it all to
Mm,
mesh well together. And
exactly.
that's the one good thing about Legends. And they've been, obviously, Hasbro's had Legends, been doing Legends for a lot longer than McFarlane's had DC. So they've been able to compile this great scale of figures. But I don't know, not too excited about it. I like McFarlane toys on DC, and it's a little bit of a bummer.
That will be the interesting thing to see. Yeah, is if McFarlane still can make DC figures. It's a weird this article. I don't know if this is the only article. To be honest, I haven't read it yet. Uh, been working all day.
Yeah,
Not
I didn't read anything. Didn't even realize it was an article. I just thought it was just a quick little,
yeah.
yeah, news clip. Yeah,
No,
maybe
it
should have read that.
looks like it's an actual LA Times article. And
Oh
this
wow.
the word that intrigues me is the lucrative aspect of that, because that almost implies that they do have all the rights to DC figures, and it kind of also implies that yeah, the competitors won't have those rights because it's a lucrative deal or whatever, right? So it'll be interesting to see, yeah, what Mattel does, because yeah, are they going to try to recreate McFarlane toys if McFarlane figures are no longer being produced? Are they going to just try to take up that space, or are they going to try to create a new space to kind of operate in? Or maybe this is just a super clickbait title and it's just for like non-posable action figures or something, right? That like have less articulation, or maybe it's action figures for children, because technically McFarlane ones, half of them say not a toy, uh,
Yeah,
as we've as we've previously discussed.
yeah,
So that's kind of where my head is at. Is like McFarlane, I guess, technically doesn't produce DC themed toys. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Maybe that's part of the reason why they've been saying not a toy on their packaging or on their Instagram posts. Maybe there is a little bit more to this than maybe we initially anticipated. But yeah,
yeah.
very curious to see how this plays out. Part of me thinks it is like, they can make like little action figures or something because technically, McFarlane's not the only one who makes DC related toys or action figures, right? Like
Yeah.
you go to Walmart, you walk down the superhero action figure aisle, and you're going to see DC figures from all sorts of random
Yep.
producers. Yeah. So
I hope
maybe,
it's that stuff.
yeah. So maybe this has absolutely zero effect on us at all.
Yeah.
Maybe they start creating some interesting things, or maybe it's just kind of mundane. As we've talked about before, do we really need another Superman action figure? Probably not. So
The answer is no.
we have enough Supermen. Uh, but also, I could use another Superman in my collection. I'm not gonna lie, I can use one
There's
more.
plenty out there. There's plenty out there to choose from.
Yeah, yeah. Um, there's a little bit of comic news I would like to get to, if you don't mind. Um, did you hear that there is going to be a new Batman #1?
Yeah, I did.
A new Batman #1. We've already got uh, a design for the character from uh, is it Jorge Jimenez? I think
Yeah.
might be how to pronounce it. Sorry.
Yeah, George Jimenez or
Yeah,
yeah, Jorge. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
yeah. But he gave us we've got a fresh Batman design coming out with a new number Batman #1.
Yeah.
Uh, and what are we in Batman? The ongoing series is like what, like 152 or something right now. Uh,
Yeah, somewhere around there.
so we're getting an opportunity for some people to jump into some fresh Batman. Uh,
Yeah,
I think it's
I
about
don't have
time.
positive thoughts about this either.
What was that?
Said I don't have positive thoughts about this either, unfortunately.
Due to the design or the
No,
whole thing?
I don't hate the design or even really them starting over. I
Mhm.
uh just kind of miss the days of long ongoing runs, like the- Bat Batman Volume 1, they restarted that many a times,
Mm,
but they didn't have to start it and stop it and start a new volume.
yeah.
It's just weird. We had that long volume 1 run of Batman, and then, within the last 30 years, now we're about to have a third, well,
Mm,
it's technically volume 4, but a third volume in the last 30 years when, the original run ran for whatever it was, 50, 40 years, whatever,
yeah.
um I just hate the start stop stuff. They're really doing it bad with Moon Knight right now. Like,
Mhm,
since
mhm.
2020, how many volumes of Moon Knight have we gotten? I think one every year or something. And
Yeah,
some
there's a little bit of discretion because yeah, there was the Jed McKay stuff, and then there was like Vengeance of Moon Knight, which technically wasn't a Mark Spector story, but a different kind of part
yeah.
of it. But it really all should have just been one long volume, anyways. I totally agree on
It would
that.
just I don't know. It's for them it's money. They're going to make more. There's going to be more hype around
Mhm.
around a #1 versus, okay, we're on issue 152, like we're starting this new storyline on one issue or on issue 153. But again, Zim has a great point right here. How much more storyline can you do to this character? I mean, certainly that,
I know they are currently in the current Batman story, and I think I'm just checking on my phone who's writing it right now. I don't know who's writing it, but uh,
it's not.
I thought it was Zarnetsky for a while, but or Zarsky or however pronounce his
Yeah,
name. I was just gonna say,
I think he's still on it. No,
I think so. Or I can't remember. Is Ram V on Detective Comics?
I'm not sure. I occasionally pick up an issue of Batman.
Or was it James?
Last time I did it was Zdarsky, but I don't pick up any detective.
Yeah, I thought it was maybe I'm thinking of James Typhone, whatever that guy's name is too.
Tinian, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I was gonna say though, in June there's gonna be Batman 159. So I feel like I hear what you're saying about having long runs. I think 159 plus they'll probably get to once at least 165 by the time number one rolls around, unless 159 is the last. But I imagine 160s they got to end at like an even round number. But
Yeah, that's solid for sure. I just let's push it to another 1,000. Yeah, I don't know.
but that's why we got Detective Comics, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Shout out to them for just keeping it going and not oversaturating us with volume after volume.
Because I think even is it still on volume one of Detective Comics technically, or is it moved?
No, yeah, it is. They're well into the thousands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
damn.
I think it's just volume one still. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's crazy. Either way, that's a lot of a lot. Props to
Yeah.
anyone who's ever been able to keep up with all that stuff. So we had a Batman new design for Batman number one that's coming. However, that's not the only one. We're getting a new Supergirl design too
Oh, I didn't see that.
from Art Germ. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, a new. I don't know if this is going to be an ongoing design or if it's just for variants or if it's going to be a new number one or something down the road. But in this post, he describes the DC giving him the opportunity to design a new Supergirl suit, and I gotta say,
It
it's
looks
really
good.
it's really classic looking, very familiar, uh, but just feels modern, contemporary, sleek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite like
Yeah,
this
I
one.
like it.
Yeah, and I mean, Art Germ just does he just does
Yeah.
really great, just lighting and great like character silhouettes. I don't know, great stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, very.
But have you read any Supergirl stuff at all recently?
No,
Yeah.
but I might give that a shot. Definitely.
I'm trying to remember.
I'll give the Batman a go too.
Oh, I mean, if there's a Batman number one coming out, that's for a main series. I
I've
feel like
been a fan of volume 1 and or I'm sorry, volume 2 and 3 and of course volume 1, but I don't dislike the Batman they've put out. It's, I just wish they'd just keep it going, but
that's fair.
whatever.
Um, Along with that, we're getting some new Alex Ross covers. Speaking of variants,
Oh, look at that.
speaking of variants, so you know the one I had to, the one that got me just just on cloud nine was this Moon Knight one, and I'm assuming this isn't the full image because it looks like it's maybe shrunk and cut down a little, cropped there. But yeah, we're getting a whole line of Alex Ross covers. I wonder if he's got them posted all somewhere. Oh yeah, looks like we're getting Nick Fury, Captain Marvel. I have no idea who that character is.
I love that Iron Fist and Luke Cage.
Luke Cage, Ant Man looks great. Tigera looks great.
Is that another Cyclops?
This one?
No, it's not.
No, there's I don't see a Cyclops here. I'm not too sure. I can't remember half of these people's name. I think this is Firestar, right?
Yeah.
He's looking in real
Oh,
quick.
yeah, it was the one next to Moon Knight. I think it was.
Oh, Yellow Jacket here.
Oh, okay, yeah. I couldn't quite see it.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no bigger. I mean,
Oh, that's
there's a little
sick.
video. Okay, there's a little video. Okay.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah.
Oh, Quicksilver. Yeah, yeah. Yellow Jacket. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Captain
Black
Marvel one.
Goliath was great too.
Oh, it's Black Goliath. That's who that
Yeah,
was.
I
Yeah,
did see that one.
yeah, yeah.
That photon's awesome. Yeah.
I'm trying to
That's a
remember. What's this
That
guy's name again?
oh
I want to say Nighthawk. Is it? I don't think it is though.
no, oh wait, you're reviewing Silverhawk. Yeah, I'm it's slipping my mind.
Yeah, but yeah, some great Alex Ross covers coming in.
Yeah.
So make sure you pre-order those if you really want them. Um, I think the only other really thing that kind of jumped out to me that I thought you might be interested in is they're doing a Death of the Silver Surfer.
I heard about this.
Any thoughts?
Well, I don't know what that means really, you know.
Yeah.
What is a death in Marvel really?
It means you
It's not.
it means your character is absent from like 3 months of stories, and then
Right.
there's a one shot, and all of a sudden you're back.
Yeah.
Poor
We'll
Kamal
see.
Khan.
This is just yeah, whatever.
I thought it was funny considering what we're still in the middle of like the 8 deaths of Spider-Man. It's like
Right. Is it cuz you want my money, Marvel? You're going to get it either way.
yeah.
So,
Uh, and I know you were probably we got a fresh new
oh
knowledge
yeah, dude.
of Silver Surfer.
Yep.
Uh, Zim Man raising an interesting question. What is a death of any character in any comic line? Ask Alfred Pennyworth.
Right.
Poor man. Uh,
Jason Todd even he might have something to say about that too.
yeah. Well, Pennyworth is Alfred's still not in like the main continuity, right? Like he's still gone.
Yeah, I think
Right?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the only character I can think of that is abstained from the main continuity because I love when he shows up in
Well, we'll see about volume 4.
that's true. That's true. That's true.
They're like, we got to start a new volume cuz we're bringing him back.
We're bringing the man, the Pennyworth himself. Uh, and we're just going to take a quick moment here, I think, to maybe talk about our sponsors.
Oh yeah.
I can do. Sorry, Zimman's falling up. No one really dies, which is what they should be doing. It's true.
Yeah.
They should, at least for a little while. Uh, Bruce Wayne is like 90 and still looking like 30. So
Yeah.
he's he's keeping it tight. Keeps it tight, man. Okay, he's a tight 80 to 90-year-old.
Yeah.
uh, so our show's been made possible. I'll do my sponsor real quick, and then I'll pass it over to you, and you can talk about Imperial for a little bit here.
Sure.
Uh, so a few weeks ago, we were able to work out a nice little kind of dealio with our good friends. Well, she's more than a friend. She's someone I go to every Sunday. So she runs a little flea market, not a flea market, but a little table at a flea market where she sells a variety of books. Her name is Angie. She's an absolutely wonderful human being, and I believe she texted me after our show last week to provide a little bit of clarification. The the eBay shop is run by her husband, so it is a tag team. They are a dynamic duo, if you will, and so they run this wonderful eBay store. And they were nice enough to provide us with this the Batman 251 facsimile edition, which we are giving away. Don't forget, we are giving this comic away, and they were able to make that happen for us. So they've got a whole variety of different kind of comics available here on their eBay store. These are Canadian prices, and you might be thinking those look like U.S. prices. Those look like American dollars. No, they are Canadian dollars. So they're just some great deals, um, and there's just a whole lot of options, a whole lot of great stuff. Affordable prices. We've got a couple newer books. We've got quite a few of the kind of more modern, some exclusives, some different kind of, I don't know, just a little bit of everything, to be honest. Wait, hold on a second. I mean, a signed Tyler Kirkman exclusive Spider-Man Miles Morales number 25. A great looking book on its own, first and foremost. And then you get it signed. And we're talking 25 bucks plus shipping to wherever area you might be living in. But yeah, lots of great stuff, lots of great prices. And as I mentioned last week, if
Some
you
Red
buy,
Room right there, Ed Pisker. That's some good stuff.
which one was that?
Red Room by Ed Pisker. Rest
This
in
one here?
peace. Yeah. And then a couple, yeah.
Oh, that looks spooky. That
Yeah,
looks.
yeah, you want some nightmares, pick those up.
I'm actually. I think I saw that book sitting on the table at her shop the other day. So maybe I will go
Yeah.
pick that one up.
I
Um,
recommend it for you.
oh, what's this one? Is this another one?
Might be a variant. It's kind of hard for me to tell.
It looks like maybe it's like a sequel, like a spin-off series. It's called
Yeah.
Trigger Warnings Red Room.
He actually got one. I don't know how he managed to do it.
Mm,
Maybe it was before she was exclusive, but I'm looking for. He got some Peach Momoko exclusives for those books.
okay.
Probably before she was exclusive to Marvel, but they came out while she was exclusive to them, so it was pretty kind of cool, kind of a big deal.
Is it this one? The Red Room Peach Momoko one?
Oh, no way. Wow.
Uh-huh, yeah.
I might be picking that up.
Oh, $30 Canadian plus whatever shipping is for
That's
you.
that's a great price for that. Seriously.
Yeah, if you don't do it, I might because
Oh,
that's some cool artwork. And
yeah.
as I was saying, like,
Different.
yeah, totally. I mean, it's a Momoko, so how can you not love it?
Yeah.
Uh, and as I was saying last week, if you do buy something from their YouTube from their eBay shop, you can send me a screenshot of the confirmations. I'm going to send you $5 of my hard-earned money. That's for Canadians only. And if you send us confirmation that you actually purchased something from them, you'll get actually 5 extra entries into our giveaway for the Batman 251 facsimile graded 9.8. So you'll get $5, 5 entries, and if you purchase anything, that's not going for you though, Doctor. You're not getting my money.
Well, I'll do that. I'll do that for anyone in America if they buy some. I'll do the same thing you're doing.
There we go.
And I just wanted to shout out Nine Panel Grid here. He's another fellow member of Blame Fables
Mm,
group of buddies that kind of came over and supported us. So shout
awesome.
out to him and thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We appreciate. I mean, this is just awesome having people here actually
Yeah,
watching our show.
yeah,
What is this one here? Sorry, I hadn't. I had seen Red Room and I had heard about it, but I had no idea what it was actually about. That's some cool artwork too.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. I think I talked about them last week. Cartoonist kayfabe, Jim Rugg and Ed Pisker. They had an amazing YouTube channel. Unfortunately, Ed Pisker passed away
Mm,
about a year ago, and the channel hasn't really done anything since. But they were putting out videos like daily, and they do comic book breakdown. I mean, it's just the best stuff. I constantly have it on.
mm.
Uh, in the background. It's just tons and tons of amazing content. So, and I know we're getting sidetracked here, but uh, Nine Panel, who's in the chat, and Nick from Comic Culture, who was in the chat earlier, over on Nick from Comic Culture's channel, did a breakdown of oh gosh, I can't remember the book. It was Precious Metals.
Mm. Okay.
I think right. Yeah. Anyways, incredible breakdown. It was like 2.5 hours long, and they had me through the whole thing. So definitely go check them out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It
And we've
was a very cartoonist kayfabe style book breakdown,
mm,
which I really appreciated and enjoyed.
that's awesome that we've got like so many people coming
Precious,
checking out who make some great content as well. And yeah,
yeah,
we encourage you guys to if you just want a little bit more comic stuff on your day to day, we're here every Tuesday and or Thursday, to bring you content. But there's folks still giving you stuff on every other day as well.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's when we picked our day, I was really trying not to conflict with other people, but uh, unfortunately, I think it's just gonna happen. I thought we would be safe today, and I think we kind of overlapped with uh, Robbie from gosh, I it's slipping my mind, but either way, you can catch the replay on either one, and
Yeah.
yeah, there's so much good stuff out there. Honestly, I don't even watch regular TV. I just watch comic book content all day.
You may as well. It's there.
Yeah,
And it's a time to be alive.
yeah.
Uh, and I'll just finish this off really quick too. But yeah, you
Sorry.
guys, you guys are looking for comic books in Canada, and you're looking for something a little, maybe a little bit more rare, maybe a little bit more exclusive, something that's harder to find. Uh, Come on over to they go by Andho9743 on eBay, but we've got our links in the description. You can click on them. You can check out their stuff. And like we said, if you buy something, you're getting bonus entries into our giveaway. You're getting 5 hard-earned dollars as a little bit of a cashback incentive. And that being said, it's 5 entries per product you buy. You buy 5 books, you're getting 25 entries into our giveaway here. So you know, do what you got to do. These are some good books at a good price. We're starting at $10, 25, 35. You buy a couple of those, and then you've got a really good chance of walking away with a graded book as well on top of it. So that's my little spiel. Uh, Please go check her stuff out. You're going to find something you're going to like. You're going to find a little bit of a gem, and it goes a long way for us being able to do a giveaway for you guys, and it goes a long way for our sponsors who are able to continue just doing what they do and living a happy and good life. And that's all I really want from my friends. So yeah, that's my little spiel. Do you want to talk about Imperial really quick?
Yeah,
Not
definitely.
not quick. Take your time, actually.
Yeah, so just, a big shout out to them as well. We're now working into our second month of doing this show and doing this show with the premium version of StreamYard, which costs a little dough. And, I just hit him up and let him know, you know, he had originally paid for 2 months of advertising, I think. And I just wanted to let him know that we were 1 month in and that we gotten our first bill, and he sent us some more money to keep providing the premium StreamYard, which just makes this whole experience a lot easier for us and a lot better for you guys. So yeah, I just highly encourage you to check them out. Just one of the best sellers on Instagram and online in general. Amazing selection of back issue books, from Silver Age, well, really to modern, actually. From graded to raw, just the best quality books you can want as far as selection. So as you see here, he's going through graded. So yeah, so every night he does story claims, um, weekly, yeah, weeklies. Oh, that's his weekly sales schedule. But yeah, he does the story claims. I don't know if he has any up right now.
He probably doesn't. 'Cause I keep thinking in my head it's Tuesday. It's not Tuesday.
Oh, okay, so maybe he hasn't posted them yet. I don't know. Follow him. Follow his story. He always posts about 100 books every single night. Good stuff. Great prices, and then he does live sales, as well as he's got the website here. Um, I don't know what else there is to say that I haven't already said. Just one of the best sellers. Throw him offers too. He accepts offers. And again, his inventory and selection is up there with the best of them.
I will say I feel like you're underselling a little bit how vital him contributing to us is. for lack of a better term, he's keeping the lights on in this place. Like,
Yeah.
I would not be able to produce this show to half the extent of what we're being able to do. Everything from even the background, in our videos, to being able to kind of work the web pages and display stuff for you guys. Like, it's all thanks to this service, and we wouldn't be able to have this service if it wasn't for Imperial Comics. So
Yeah.
he's just
And
keep
when
it.
when he sent the money, I was just, feeling a little self conscious, I guess, and just kind of told him, yeah, I understand if at some point you don't want to do this. And he was just like, he completely shut that down. He has so much faith in us, which I just, I don't know why. I'm not saying we suck or anything, but it's just like I really appreciate his support. I really do. And
Yeah,
it really was a confidence booster to just get that from him, and just kind of made me feel like, yeah, we are doing something cool, and we do need to keep it going. And I want to live up to what he thinks our potential is and more. So
hell
yeah.
yeah, that's a great way to put it, and
Yeah.
it's true. And it's not even just him. Everyone who tunes in is like a source of inspiration of like, let's keep this going, let's keep
Yeah.
this going. Uh, you know, we're hate to say it, but you're a busy fella. Like you got kids, you got a family, you got
Yeah.
full time work. I don't want to shine my own shoes too hard here, but I just got promoted to assistant manager. So
Yeah.
you know, I'm kind of busy most days, but you're a busy fella, and so when we get this little bit of like backing, a little bit of encouragement from anybody in any capacity, it really goes to show like we can't do this without you guys, without our sponsors, without the people supporting us. So
Yeah, to some degree, it's got to be worth it, right? So
just-
I mean, we're buddies and everything, but we don't need to sit here and talk to each other for an hour and a half
no,
every week. I mean, we definitely are trying to put on a show and build a following and build a community and just do what a lot of these other awesome creators are doing, and I think we're doing it.
and
So
I hope we're putting our own twist on it too. Keep
yeah,
keep you
definitely.
keep you guys on your toes.
Yeah.
Uh, so I think I'll I did a little bit comic reading over the weekend. Uh, I think I can't. Oh, who was it who mentioned Silverhawks to us? Do you remember now? Because I feel really bad. Was it
Yeah,
Zim or you?
I think it was Zim.
I think it was Zim.
I'm
So
I'm 99% sure.
I think I can't remember if it was last week or the week before. Our good friend Zim, who's been with us, I think almost every single episode now, which is
Yeah.
again, thank you. Uh, Mentioned a that he had picked up a new comic, the Silverhawks #1. Uh, and both Doc and myself were like, "Oh, we don't really know anything about that. I don't know, what is that?" I know my local comic shop had gotten a couple copies in, so after we kind of had that episode, I decided, I'll go pick up an issue. So I did. I actually picked up two,
Oh,
because
nice.
this is just the James Stoke. I don't know how to pronounce his last name either. Uh, 1 in 15 Virgin foil.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, hey, you know what? $13 for a 1 in 15. Why not? Love the artist. It's a foil Virgin. It's hard to see and appreciate all the little details on there, but
Yeah.
it's some great artwork.
And it was Zim. He just confirmed.
Yeah, there you go. It was them. Yeah. And then I grabbed a what I thought was just a like a B cover or something. Turns out it was a 1 in 10. Uh,
Oh, I
so
love that.
I got that for cover price. I was like, hey, cool, why not? So I gave it a read. I gave it a good old reading. And you know what? I hate to say it, a little underwhelmed.
Ah,
Just a little underwhelmed. Uh, and you know what? Part of it is that I'm not familiar with the franchise. I'll be honest. Never heard of Silverhawks before our show the other day. But I found that the story was easy enough to follow. So I got like the gist of what was going on. I could kind of keep with it. It was interesting. Like it kept me, I finished reading the book. I didn't just look at it and be like, put it down. But it was mostly the art. the art just didn't jump to me, didn't stick to me. It felt like it was very much trying to capture a little bit of probably that Saturday morning, what I imagine is like a Saturday morning kind of cartoon feel. Um, Great coloring. I think the dialogue was pretty solid. The only other thing was just a lot of the story elements felt like they could have just been condensed a little bit. This is me just being a little bit of a nitpicky critique here, but you know, it was just not all over the place, but just felt like you were kind of going from one thing to the next. You weren't totally sure who the main characters were, at least from someone who had never been familiar with the franchise. Um, and like I just really wanted to see like people in like these cool like armored, like when you look at the cover of the main cover, these guys are in like some wicked cool armor. They look like they're going to be doing like cool fights in space and stuff. Just didn't
Yeah.
really get too much. It really didn't get any of that. Um, which so that I think it just as number one, just kind of missed just a little bit. Uh, but that being said, I'm sure if you're familiar with Silverhawks and you've gone, the last 20 years waiting for some more Hawks content, I'm sure this kind of scratches that itch for you. It just didn't quite land for me. You know, I also read a lot of different comic books that kind of I feel like we're in like a bit of a golden age of indie books, so it's kind of tough to kind of always be hitting those number ones like that. But that being said, I love the cover art for like almost every single one of these variants are just like really cool. Uh,
Yeah.
this was the one here. Let's see if I can pull it up. This is the one I picked up, which is just like a really cool, split kind of good side, bad side. Great
That's
artwork.
issue 2.
This is issue one. This is that 1 in 15.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah, that's a
Virgin.
much better representation of it.
Yeah, like it looks like it's going to be an action packed kind of thing, but
The
yeah.
other cover, not 9 panel, said that should be airbrushed on the side of a van, and I'm right there with them.
Oh yeah, it's totally like that, 70s, 80s metal kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And even this cover, I felt like, man, like if this book is anything like this cover, it's going to be really cool. And it
yeah.
just didn't quite live up to what I was hoping.
So,
Um,
are you done with it, or will you keep going for a couple more?
I'm probably done with it because there's just, like I said before, there's a lot of indies coming out right now. There's a lot of Marvel and
Yeah,
DC coming out, but I'm definitely like always looking for a new indie series to pick up. And I just picked up. Oh my gosh, I have so many things on my desk here, but I just wanted to check out this one called let me get back here at the camera. Jump Scare. Uh,
okay.
this was another one. I don't even know completely what it's about. I just picked it up and I was like, hey, that looks kind of cool. And then I think there was like the Seasons issue 2 is coming out this week. So it's just a lot of, and then you got all the Ghost Machine stuff
Yeah,
and Spawn and Geiger and yeah, everything in the world's coming out right now. Uh,
yeah.
so yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be sticking with Silverhawks. Glad I
Sorry,
picked
Zim.
it up. Glad I picked it up. I love the covers. It was a fun read. It just didn't grab me the way I was hoping for.
And I tried to find one, but we either didn't get it, or we only, she only ordered copies for people who requested it.
Yeah.
So, but we love the recommendations for sure. We'll keep this up. I think what we'll kind of do, I will do a weekly review, but I haven't actually confirmed this idea with you, but I was thinking we'll alternate, which I think we already agreed upon. But maybe we'll alternate, and you'll do modern stuff and I'll review whatever comes up in my shake, I guess, which will probably be back issue stuff. But I think that'd be fun.
Sorry, I was going to also say this is coming to you, by the way.
Oh,
That,
yeah.
that Magnolia
Yeah, I
one.
had no chance at that. Yeah. Thank you so much,
I
dude.
got you.
Yeah.
I got you. It's
I
coming.
got a couple extra
Mhm.
Momokos in your package, which I just got to get to you. We're totally slacking on sending these things.
I like how we said that was going to be our first episode, was us unboxing.
Oh yeah, right. But yeah,
But yes,
maybe episode 20.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, thanks. It's a postal system. It's on its way. Uh, but I think that's a great idea. I think that'd be something that's really interesting to do. Is we take turns here, kind of going back and forth, and yeah, I'll probably pick something that's come out in the last few weeks, and you'll kind of give us something random, something spicy,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah, we'll try to bring you guys little quick comic reviews of stuff that we're reading and checking out. And like we said, you guys got recommendations. We'll put that right to the top of the list. So,
Yeah, definitely.
um, is there anything I'm forgetting?
No, I just think we had some hauls to show off.
Yeah. Do you have some stuff you want to show off real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, how much?
So I finally found this guy
Oh yes, yes, yes.
with
It's goofy hat.
just that terrible face. So God bless McFarlane for giving us some face sculpts. The other two face sculpts are way better. Um, and I know that Gardner's famous for his bowl cut, but I'll definitely they gave you a alternate hair option, which
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to use that as well. So that was cool. Happy to finally find that after everybody else in America got theirs. Um, I had
Agree.
a little mail call from
Mhm.
my good buddy West Coast Avenger from his bi-weekly live sale, and so we talked weird crossovers
Oh,
a few weeks back.
yeah, yeah.
So I got it's just a 2 issue series, Batman, Hellboy, and Starman. Uh Obviously art by Mike Mignola,
There you go. Hey, yeah. That's
who's,
funny.
you know, a favorite of mine.
Yeah, yeah.
So issue 1 and 2 of that. Um Last year I finally was able to pick up a copy of Star Wars Clone Wars, the very pricey issue, first Ahsoka and first Captain Rex, and so
Yeah.
I'm now motivated to start picking up all
Mm.
the single issues. So I got 2, 3,
Mhm.
4,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and 5.
How much are those
Which
costing per?
um it's a pretty expensive series.
Mm.
Um Probably 10ish dollars a piece. I think issue 2 was a little more expensive, maybe like 40.
Mhm.
Uh yeah, it's kind of a pricey series. It's a 12 issue series. I have the trade of it, but when I read something in trade that I really like, I become very motivated to collect the single issues, and so the issue 1 is like a 300 plus dollar book. I got it for a really it was still a lot of money, but I got it for a good deal locally.
Yeah, no.
Um and then yesterday I got a little hunt in and picked up a couple really great key books,
Mhm.
but one book, not a
Ooh,
key or anything, but a fun. I'm working on Marvel Team Up. I'm
nice.
pretty close to completing it, but I needed this one. So, Spider-Man and Howard the Duck, just a awesome cover.
That's so good.
Yeah, but on the topic of Howard the Duck,
Mhm.
I got his first
Oh,
appearance.
I knew that was gonna. Mm,
Yeah,
you.
really cool.
Yeah, that's a
And
great book.
then lastly, uh, I've been also working on my Iron Man Volume One run,
Mm.
little by little, not a high priority. But when I start working on a run, I kind of do like to kind of knock the big keys out of the way. Just
Mhm.
get those out of the way first, and then chip away at the cheaper stuff. And so, honestly, one of the last big keys I needed from the Iron Man Volume One run was this guy.
Oh, hey, that's a ooh. How much that one run you for, if you don't mind me asking?
So I got this for 60, and it's a really nice copy. I'd say it's 7.0 or better.
Okay.
So I got, which is it's a pretty good deal for that. And then I got the first Howard the Duck for 50. So yeah, I spent a little chunk of change yesterday on my quick little hunt. But yeah,
I will say those are some far nicer books than what I've been able to obtain over the last little bit.
yeah.
Um, I'm just like looking around like at my desk full of comics here from the last few weeks. I'm like, I think the only one that surprised me was actually this guy here. Um, I don't know if you can really see it because it's a foil one again. It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Zatanna.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. So this is the Derek Chew Virgin foil, and I thought it was just a like another cover. Turns out it's a limited to like 2,500 or
Oh,
something.
really?
Yeah, had no idea that was the thing until I opened up. If you couldn't really see what the image looked like, there's the image.
Oh, that's a great cover.
It's a
Man.
great cover, great foil.
Is
It was
that issue one of her newest series?
yes, the one that just came out on the 19th. Yeah.
I
Uh,
hate the cover that I got. And not only that, but it was damaged.
which cover was it?
I think it was just the A cover, and it had all kinds of,
This one?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't hate it, but what I hate is that it had a ton, like it was the bottom of the box or something. It had a ton of color rub all over it. It's just total bummer.
That's a bummer.
Plus, it's like of all the covers, I got stuck with the A cover, which it is what it is. At least
Uh,
I can read it, but
but I
man,
didn't realize this is what it was until I updated CLZ today, and I saw it was 35 bucks, and then it just in the title it just casually says limited to 2,500. Uh,
wow,
so I don't know why my comic shop let me walk away with that at cover price, but they did.
no way.
Yeah, well, because I pre-ordered it on the website like I usually do, and I saw I'm a big Derek Chew fan. Every time I see one of his covers, I try to pick him up,
Yeah,
and
you
yeah,
truly are a blessed man. That
every
LCS of yours.
every now and then, right? Every now and then. Which reminds me, do we have time? Do we have time to do a quick uh final cutoff? I'm
Sure.
trying to know if they're.
Yeah.
Let me see. I don't know if this is actually updated from last week or if it's just my web browser that hasn't updated. Let's see if we can look at our new stuff here
Did
today.
you read that issue yet?
I don't even remember which one we were just talking. Oh, the Zatanna. No, I
Yeah.
have not had a chance
Okay.
to read it yet. No, no.
I'm gonna read it tonight. The 9 says it's a really, really great intro issue.
Oh yeah, never question getting a ratio cover at at cover price. I don't even know if that
It
was a
feels like
ratio.
stealing, honestly. Like
Yeah.
you find one and they don't question it. You're just kind of like, "Ugh, I feel guilty."
Which I will say, my comic book shop, I think they've just completely have just been like, you know what, we love this guy because they'll say, hey, we'll do it for 20 bucks, and I say, you're stupid, give it for 25. Like
Yeah.
they're silly sometimes, and I'm like, I'll pay you the money it's worth, guys. Uh, Doctor Doom's fan club says,
Oh,
"What up,
sweet.
y'all."
Another
Uh,
great channel right there.
there you go.
Yeah,
Building the network, getting the network.
definitely. Thank
Uh,
you for popping in, man.
Zimmerman says, "Hey, before you leave, what do you think about the
Oh,
Terminator and
did
Matrix?"
did I send that to you? I didn't.
I don't think you
Oh
sent it
man.
to me, but we had talked about
It
it.
was wild. It was wild.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it, Zim. I did, and I don't. I'm an idiot for not sending it to you. I think it was just kind of. I think I was just mind blown.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough. That's bound to happen every now and then. Uh,
Another thing too. Sloth, when you have some time, definitely check out Doctor Doom's fan club's
mm,
YouTube channel. All of these guys, and I got to figure out who they get their intros from their shows from,
mm,
but they all have the sickest show intros, and whoever he is, I want to hire him for us because we need one of those.
we need a cool intro. Yeah,
Yeah, we
you're
do.
totally
We'll
right.
get there.
Oh, you betcha we will. Absolute Martian Manhunter final cutoff this week. If you guys want to make sure you get your Absolute Martian Manhunter, which just looks so much fun, looks
Yeah,
so cool, so crazy. Make sure you get an order in. I don't know what cover. Unfortunately, I don't see all of them are available here. But for some reason, the logo cover is kind of jumping out to me the most. I typically don't like the logo covers, but that one's kind of sick. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, that's a cool logo cover.
yeah.
So I'm doing that one. But yeah, I'm kind of just breezing through this relatively quickly here just to see what's is that
I did.
absolute.
By the way, I did pick up every issue of Absolute Wonder Woman.
Yes, join the dark side.
Yep. So I'll be jumping into that.
Well, you have this beautiful Jenny Frisian present cover coming up. God, I can't say last names. Sorry. Uh, Jenny Frisian. Am I going crazy?
I don't. I say freezing, but
Frisian?
who knows?
Who knows? Yeah. So Absolute Wonder Woman. That's number 6 going to be coming out here soon. Batman 158. um, some more continuation on the long Halloween stuff. I really wish I stuck with this Black Canary. I think I have issue 1, but I just haven't gotten any of the other issues for it. I don't think this is an actual DC Pride one shot. Some Green Arrow stuff that looks cool. Oh, there's a lot of DC stuff on this cutoff. Holy. Uh, Peacemaker presents the Vigilante Eagerly double feature. Interesting.
Oh yeah, I'd be into that.
I kind of into that too. I might. I, I think I kind of like this Eagly one right here. The one with just the big old bird on it. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'll grab that. That's a fun one. I like that.
That's not going to be available up there. What are you talking about?
Nah, we'll get it. We'll get it brought in. We'll get it shipped in
Yeah.
right off the boat. Looks like we've got some. Oh, interesting. So, Superman Day 2025 Action Comics. Oh, it's a facsimile. Oh, it's a
Oh
facsimile.
yeah.
Okay. I love Dan Mora's stuff. I gotta get more of his stuff too. Oh, look at all this stuff for Superman Day.
Yeah. No kidding.
The All Star Superman. Okay. And then some Wonder Woman stuff. Yeah, nothing. That's a fun cover too. This like basketball one there.
Yeah.
Uh, anything interesting from have you read any of like the anything from Distillery?
Not really. That stuff doesn't really come through my shop.
Mm, fair enough.
I I don't even know that I hear much talk about it.
There's definitely. I mean, it's like it feels like pinnacle indie comic book stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's very. I think most of their series are like 3 issues long, so very
Yeah,
slow.
there's a few random issues, from years ago that are, no number ones or anything. If I could grab a number one, I'd jump into it. But yeah, anytime I see those around my shop, it's just random issues.
That's fair. Yeah, it's they're always. Oh god damn, I hate that artist. Sorry, I shouldn't say I hate this artist, but I kind of hate this artist. So I'm.
Oh, who is it? Blow that up.
That's the Bjorn Barneds,
Oh, yeah.
uh, the guy who does like the 3D rendering
Yeah. Is there only two covers available for that?
for most gunslinger. Yeah, it's usually an A and a B almost
Yeah.
every time. Yeah, but
I don't mind that at all, honestly. I was going through CLZ just to kind of see where I was at with the newest Ninja Turtle series, and
mm,
so I was kind of scrolling through to see what I had and what I'm missing. Dude, like, was there 1,000 covers for issue number one? I mean, it was insane. I felt like I was scrolling forever just to get to the issue twos. Like, this is a little bit. I don't know. It's getting a little out of control.
yeah,
Imagine the waste. You're not selling all of those copy. It's wild
yeah.
to just think about.
Oh, yeah. It really makes you wonder.
That might be what is like killing the comic. I don't know.
Too many variants
I
for
don't
each.
want to jump into that kind of
Yeah.
stuff because I don't want to be one of those controversial channels. But I just think about how many issues of Ninja Turtles number one they printed of various covers and how many of them didn't sell. Like that could not have been good for publisher.
No, no, and yeah, you would imagine it's got to hurt everybody, even from the comic book shops to the
Yep. Well,
publishers.
yeah, yeah. It's definitely a trickle down effect for sure.
Uh, ooh, let's see what we've got. Some people saying a couple different things here. Appreciate you, Dr. Plagas. That's all thanks to the genius 9 panel grid.
Yeah. We'll
Uh,
definitely. I'll definitely have to see if he's in our budget.
in our budget, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, 9 panel grid says yes, sir. Absolute Martian Manhunter has some killer covers. They really do. They really, really do. Distillery has been hit and miss for me. Yeah, it's definitely been. I think the only series I've actually read, and I just got. Oh no, is this issue one? No, did they send me issue one? Maybe.
I will tell you, I got one issue in like a random. My fiance got me like a random Amazon mystery pack, and
Yeah,
it had a number one issue that was put out by Distillery, and honestly, it was like so disturbingly weird
yeah,
that
yeah.
typically when I get books that I want to get rid of, like,
Mm,
but I know I can't, they won't sell. I'll put them
yeah.
in a donation thing.
Mm.
There was no way I could donate this. I ended up actually throwing it away.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was bad. It was like I can't give this to somebody. They're gonna think I'm a weirdo, or might end up in the hands of a child. I might end up in prison. So, yeah, I threw it away.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
So that
There-
was my experience with Distillery, and
yeah.
then what Nine Panel said is about as much confirmation as I need. Those guys they'll put you on to good stuff that if you like indie stuff you've never heard of, they'll
Mm.
put you on to some good stuff. So
Number four. Gee. Oh man. Ah, man, I gotta read. I guess I gotta actually read all New Venom to figure out if I actually want to stay with it. I think I'm on it. I think I have up to issue three, and I haven't read it past issue one. Oh,
that's always an unsettling feeling when you're not reading it but you're
mm,
pulling it, and you're like
mhm.
5, 6 issues in, and you're like, better be good because
Yeah,
I'm invested financially now.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I think I'm gonna. I don't know. Concert of Champions. I don't know. That's probably going to be a fun one to read too. I'll get a Dazzler cover for that. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Uh, Daredevil, Cold Day in Hell. I've heard there should be some. I think there might be a little bit of hype stirring around this one, but I'm not too sure yet. Charles Soule's back on
Oh
Daredevil.
yeah.
I'm sure that's going
What
to
is
be.
that gonna be, like a mini series?
Uh, Probably.
Must be. It's got a
Um,
title, so yeah.
yeah, I would assume. I see just the 2 issues up here for pre-orders. So, but I imagine there's probably going to be a few more. Probably like
Yeah.
5 or 6, probably, if I were to guess.
Cool.
Uh, oh no, it's the start of the the Godzilla books. Oh no. Oh jeez.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it. And
Yeah.
you know what? I might try to get all these weird kind of retro versus looking covers.
That is sick.
Those are fun. I'm gonna
Yeah.
definitely
Dude,
try to get some
Hulk
of those.
versus Godzilla, dude, that is, I'll be on that.
Yeah, I'd be disappointed if you weren't, because that's gonna be fun.
I haven't
Those are,
done any of the other Godzilla stuff, but that one I can't miss.
yeah, I think you'd be. I think you'd be good. And there looks like I don't know if you can see it here, but do you remember when we were talking about those 14 issue connecting covers or whatever they are? These
Yeah,
ones?
oh, there you go.
Yeah, looks like
It's
they're
starting.
starting. There's did we count 14 or 16?
I
I
don't
can't,
remember.
but a
It was
lot
a
of them.
lot.
Oh, a new Ironheart. Huh? Is it a one shot? If it's a one shot, I'd check it out. You know, I wouldn't mind saying checking out a little Ironheart stuff.
Yeah,
Marvel Rivals #1, going to be definitely picking that up. That's gonna probably have a little bit of value, potentially have a little
yeah.
bit of value down the road. Uh, yeah, I mean, Spider. I'm. It's funny. I don't really do a lot of like regular Spider-Man, but I'll do Miles Morales like all day, every day.
Yeah. That was another one that I just felt like, uh, what issue are they on that now?
32.
Yeah. That was one too that felt like they were just going from volume to volume. So I think I fell off on on this current volume.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, I didn't order one of those. Shoot. Oh well.
I wonder how long they're going with this.
Hold on. All right, guys. I just might need
Ooh.
your help here picking a cover. We got this one.
Oh.
That's like dope anime girl. And then we got this one, which is just like
Ooh.
killer anime girl.
I kind
I'm
of
leaning
like that
towards
one.
I'm leaning towards the Alex Maeve, personally.
This one?
Yeah,
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 that's the one.
yeah. All right, well, I'm just gonna do it. I love or Alex Malvi, Alex Malvi. I love my painterly stuff, so
Yeah.
that's an easy one for me today. Oh man, symbiote Spider-Man omnibus variant.
Uh,
Interesting, interesting. Ooh, that's a cool Ultimate X-Men cover though. Let's see here. Ultimate X-Men #14. That's a cool one. I love how trippy that looks. All the eyes down there. Ugh.
yeah.
You're not on the Ultimate X-Men, are you? Or are you
I'm
no,
not. No, I slept on it from the beginning.
how do
Yeah.
you how could you do Momoko dirty like that, my friend?
I don't know. Yeah, that was a really poor choice on my end. When they collect it all in one
Yeah,
compendium, I'll get it.
yeah, you better. It's one of my favorites right now, man. It's such a refreshing read.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
interesting.
that's the thing too. It's her writing, and it's just why I don't. I can't give you a good answer. I just do that.
Yeah, it just happens from time to
Constantly shoot myself in the foot. Like,
time. Don't worry, buddy. This is a fun cover too. So I'll get that one just for
yeah,
fun. Looks stupid. I like a good stupid cover every now and then. Uh, but I think that's we didn't really talk too overly much about like what I was ordering here, but you guys could kind of see what I've been picking out and been pre-ordering for my final cutoff order day, which I think technically is on Monday, but most comic shops kind of prefer earlier than later. So if you
Yeah,
guys are able to, if we talk about something that really caught your interest or a variant cover that you really like, make sure you talk to your local comic book shop.
yeah,
Support your local comic book shop. Just give them your money, and they'll give you really cool comic books in return.
yep. And then definitely too, just if you've got anything to share with us, just make sure you're sending it to us and letting us know you saw this or you read this or you picked this up and you enjoyed it, or whatever the case may be. We definitely don't want to just sit here showing off our stuff. We want to show off your stuff too, like we did earlier with D&T collectibles. He's been picking up a lot more figures lately and doing a little bit of photography, and we want to put that shine on you guys as well. This show isn't just about us, it's about you guys and this community that we're trying to build here. So,
Did anyone else send us anything
well,
over
my
the line?
cousin my cousin sent me a few things. I think I sent you like 3 pictures earlier.
Oh yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me
He's
find that.
been sending me a ton of stuff. Yeah, the whole show would be showing off his stuff. So I kind of picked a few of the things that really caught my eye.
Where am I here?
Yeah.
Why not make me big? I don't want to be big. There we go.
Yeah. So about 30 minutes north of us, there's a collectible shop that's going out of business, and so they're just running crazy good sales right now. So he's been just going crazy. Picking up tons of figures and statues, and so this he picked up this one, which I thought was great.
Which is
Um,
based on the Alex Ross.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
And then what else did he send here? The looks like a couple comic books, or is these prints?
So those are prints of a
Hmm.
local artist in that area. There's a university there, so I think it's kind of a college town. It's not a big city or anything, and so I think there's a pretty artsy community up there. But yeah, I thought those were pretty cool. I wasn't sure if they were comic books or prints. So yeah, he confirmed those are prints from a local artist. But I think I know he's got a few comic books. I think last week he had shared like uh, a little Spawn graphic novel. So I like to see him moving in the direction of comic book stuff. But yeah, then he shared this Super Shredder NECA figure, which I don't collect like the live action TMNT stuff, but I would be lying if I said every time I saw this thing I wasn't tempted to pick it up, because yeah, that thing's sick. So
So it looks like it's got a lot of great detail on there too.
yeah, yeah, just I love to see it. Me and my cousin here grew up just loving all of this stuff that we're sharing together. So it's fun to see him kind of diving in head first and picking up just a crap ton of stuff. He says he doesn't have anywhere to display it right now, so he's just kind of compiling stuff for the day that he does have a whole room to it, which I'm excited for him. So yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah,
But
I don't.
there may have been more. Like we said, busy week. We'll get you guys for
Yeah,
sure.
make sure you just follow up with us. We're busy
Yeah,
boys.
yeah.
Uh, Real quick, Peach Momoko
Ooh,
X23. That was for
oh,
the Women of Marvels that came out last week.
awesome.
You know I love a good Momoko. Just
Well,
gets me.
especially when she does a character, she's probably done X23, but there's nothing I love more than coming across a character I haven't seen her do before.
Hmm.
That's
Yep.
why I love those DC covers so much, because those are kind of like a rarity at the moment.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know if she's still locked into them, but yeah.
I was gonna say, what was the weird one I got from her recently? I'm not sure. Oh, it was not recently, but it was yeah, she definitely has done X-23 a couple times. So
Yeah, I think I might have one, but still cool.
yeah, I probably some of my favorite. Yeah, oh, it's this one right here. Of course, it's not going to give me like a full, barely a full image there, but yeah, this is one of my favorites from him.
Oh yeah.
Like of all time is this X-Men cover of X-23 with her wolves with a little bit of blood on there. Just oh, uh, one of my first Momokos actually, if not my first Momoko cover that I ever got. I can't remember. It's been a long time because that would have been February of 2021. That cover came out, worth a whopping $5 right now. But,
Yeah.
yeah, hey, you know, if you guys are out there and you see some Momokos, let me know. Because I like seeing what you guys find, especially if it's a Momoko.
A funny thing I saw that, and I know it's worth more than this because it's autographed, but that autographed Momoko King in Black
Mm,
variant that I have graded, the 9.8.
yeah,
So I have it entered in my CLZ as just a CGC 9.8
mm,
copy of that,
yeah,
and it's valued at less than it costs to grade it. It's valued at $23,
yeah. That's
which I know it's got to be at least $10 more because it's got her autograph on it, but
yeah.
I don't know that they account for that in CGC. So yeah, I just thought that's funny. That's kind of that inconsistency with cover price that we
Mm.
had talked about a few episodes back. Like I'm just not sure how up on they are. I'm pretty sure if I listed it, could get more for it. You know.
I'd pay $100 right now for it. I'll tell you that much. Uh, Before we go, one last thing. I think I'm going to make this my new outro weekly segment. Quick update on Venom, the Godzilla variant. We
Oh,
are down $29. We've dropped.
oh,
We've
it tanked.
we're well,
So we don't have the Comic Tom effect yet. We're not uh
values are going down when we
yet.
talk about them.
Oh
Yeah,
shoot.
yeah.
Oh man. Well, and that's the thing. See, I showed off that book and coincidentally it's not worth anything. So, dang.
But there you
Uh
guys
th-
go.
so there is something we want to mention about next week. And it's a little bit conceited. But it's a big deal. So next week our show will be on Tuesday night. Uh our normal schedule. We're supposed to have our buddy Xavier on, who is a big reason why this show is what it is. He brought me and Sloth together. We eventually created a group chat, and the group chat was like a constant thing we would say in the group chat is we just need to turn this into a show or a podcast or whatever you want to call it. Um, and so it finally came to fruition. Xavier, I wouldn't say he drifted away from us, just life busy, not as involved. And so we kind of carried on without him in a way. But we're bringing him on next week, which
Yeah,
is a big deal. It was important to us to have him as our first guest, and we plan to have many more people on in the future. But it was important to us that we uh, at least gave him the first right of refusal. Um, but another thing about next week is that day is my birthday. So we'll be celebrating me.
yeah, yeah. It's a double whammy. It's a double feature. We got yeah, our good friend Xavier. You might know him as Exile Collects. I, and then maybe just Exile as his normal Instagram.
Yeah.
Uh, and he hosted the show. Oh my gosh, what was it called?
What's poppin'?
It was What's Poppin'. Okay, he
Yeah.
hosted What's Poppin' for oh my gosh, it was over a year, right? At least,
I'd say he did it for about a year. Yeah.
yeah, if not even longer. Like yeah, really kind of led the path for us. We both were on his show. That's how we met, and
Yeah.
yeah, so he's gonna have a little bit of the spotlight on him as well next week.
Yeah,
We're celebrating obviously doctor's birthday, uh, and we're just gonna have some fun. We're gonna take it easy. We're gonna talk more comics, more figures, more toys, and I'm sure there's going to be some hopefully some fun reveals over the week that we can dive into as well.
definitely.
And I think I think we're basically going to wrap her up here in just a few minutes. Quick reminder: we got a giveaway going on. It's going on right now. You can enter in to win this Batman 251 Facsimile Edition at a 9.8. 9.8. That can go into your hands, go into your collection. All you got to do is enter in by, we've got a post up on Instagram. It's one of our recent posts from last week. You just got to like and share it. You just got to be subscribed to the YouTube channel. And we'll just say now, really quickly, throw a hashtag Gimme Batman in there in the chat, and you're going to get an extra couple bonus entries. Uh, Huge thank you to our sponsors, both our giveaway sponsor and our just like keeping the lights on sponsor. We've just been so grateful for everyone's support in every capacity. So thank you guys all so much. Uh, Paper and Chase Comics. I've
Paper
been
chase.
working, but caught the second half. Y'all chat hit me with a like on y'all ways out. Heck yeah.
Check him out too. Great show.
Yeah, yeah. Man, we got so many. We need our own like television network at some point here, don't we?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and thank you guys for swinging by, hanging out with us for the last little bit on this random Thursday night. Razor Ramen, give me Batman. All right, he's getting that extra. He's getting that
Let's
extra.
go.
Get some extra
Yeah.
entries in there. So thank you guys again.
Thank you everyone for coming through.
Yeah. Any final words from you, buddy?
No, just everybody be there next week, please. I'm ditching the family for you guys, so don't let me down.
Yeah. That's next Tuesday, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We're gonna see you guys there. Okay.
See
Bye.
ya.
Bye.